Yeah, so I'm Sneaker. I do have experience of 9 years into the IT, especially in testing. So I'm a AI tester currently working as SDET engineer in a very big MNC. So I do work with number of projects and number of very corporate clients. With I do work with US clients, Singaporean clients, Malaysian clients, as well as UK clients. So there are, my profile is quite, impressive. So I hope so. Yeah. So coming to my team, me and other people, three people are the co-founders of GRIXQE NexGen. So whatever we are teaching now, like whatever we have, our mission and vision is to make the people, drive the people into AI era. So, so all are comfortable with Telugu, right? Guys, please unmute and speak. Anybody? I just need a response.
No, no, no English.
Only English? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yes. So we three people are real-time employees. We three people are currently working with top MNCs. So our main vision and mission is to okay, we'll speak in Telugu as well, Devi, no problem. So our main mission and vision is to drive the people into AI. So coming to the AI, why AI? Why the need of AI now is so basically, so how many people are into testing now? Now just having an idea about testing. So if you have an idea about testing, they can directly I can go for AI. If you are not, I'll just explain about testing first. Devi, Rishita, Deepti, Aishu, Shri, anybody? Anybody have any idea about testing? Okay. So let me explain you what is testing first, then we'll move to going forward. So what is testing? So everywhere in regular life, in real in our real world, testing is involved, guys. For example, let me take a real world example. You bought a pen or you bought a mobile device. This is very relative with everybody. So you bought a mobile phone. So it's a fresh new mobile. You go to the store and you bought it. So what is the first thing you do when you bought a mobile?
We will check it.
So what are the things we check it in it? What are the
Camera,
things? Camera,
speakers.
speakers, superb. Next, whether you can whether you can install a app or you could able to use it, right? You just go with keypad, just touch the keypad, you type the numbers, you type the names, right? So this is we check whether it is working as expected or not, right? So this is testing in our real life. Okay, so మామూలుగా సో వెన్ వి బాట్ ఎ మొబైల్ మనం ఏం చేస్తాము, విల్ జస్ట్ టేక్ ఇట్ అండ్ బటన్ ప్రెస్ చేస్తాము వెదర్ బటన్స్ ఆర్ వర్కింగ్ ఫైన్. వాల్యూమ్ బటన్స్ ప్రెస్ చేస్తాము వెదర్ ద వాల్యూస్ వీ వాంటెడ్ టు ఇంక్రీజ్ అండ్ డిక్రీజ్ ద వాల్యూమ్, రైట్? దెన్ ఒక యాప్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసి చూస్తాము, రైట్? కెమెరా ఓపెన్ చేసి చూస్తాము అండ్ విల్ జస్ట్ నెంబర్ టైప్ చేసి చూస్తాము వెదర్ ద స్క్రీన్ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్ ఫైన్ ఆర్ నాట్, right? So this is called testing in real world. So why this testing is involved in software then? Correct? Why it is involved in the sense, as we are having testing, or we do testing in real life in every product, on every product what we bought. So నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఐఎమ్ అ పర్సన్ హూ హ్యావ్ అన్ ఐడియా. సో నాకు ఒక జొమాటో అనే ఐడియా వచ్చింది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఐ గాట్ అన్ ఐడియా కాలింగ్ జొమాటో. వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ జొమాటో? నాకు ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ అ పిక్చర్ అబౌట్ జొమాటో. నాకు జొమాటో గురించి ఒక పిక్చర్ ఉంది. వాట్ ద పిక్చర్ ఈస్, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ అ ఫుడ్ డెలివరీ యాప్. So there is no food delivery app initially. So now we need to create a food delivery app, right? So what does this Zomato do? Does Zomato? So there will be three users. One is admin, and next one is customer, and third one is delivery partner. Let's say admin is equals to restaurant owner. సో నాకు ఈ ఐడియా ఉంది. ఐ హ్యావ్ అన్ ఐడియా సేయింగ్ ఓకే, ఈ యాప్లో ఈ 3 యూజర్స్ ఉండాలి. ఎవరు అని అంటే, 1 minute, somebody is in. So guys, you can stop me anywhere. Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand if you have any doubt, whether it is a small doubt or a big doubt. It doesn't matter. No matter what it is, please raise your hand and ask me. Stop me there. No problem. సో మనకి ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ జొమాటో ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ క్లియర్ పిక్చర్ దట్ ఓకే, ఒక అడ్మిన్ ఉండాలి. సో దిస్ యాప్ ఈస్ యూస్డ్ బై రెస్టారెంట్ ఓనర్స్ అండ్ కస్టమర్స్ అండ్ డెలివరీ. సో నాకు ఈ బిజినెస్ ఐడియా వచ్చింది. ఐ గాట్ దిస్ బిజినెస్ ఐడియా సేయింగ్ రెస్టారెంట్ ఓనర్ రెస్టారెంట్లో ఉన్న ప్రోడక్ట్స్ని హీ విల్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ జొమాటో. Restaurant owners will post the products in Zomato saying these are the products I have, and that will be visible to customer. Okay, customer can see the posted products by restaurant owner. So restaurant owner ఈ products ని పోస్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత customer will look into it saying okay, ఈ restaurant లో ఇన్ని products ఉన్నాయి. So now I wanted to add a biryani, or now I wanted to order a biryani. So then customer goes and order biryani, but there should be a person called a delivery partner, right? Why? To bring that food to your home. Yes or no? So వీళ్ళిద్దరి మధ్యలో there should be some communication saying ఒక డెలివరీ పార్ట్నర్ ఉండాలికి ఆ ఫుడ్ తీసుకొచ్చి కస్టమర్కి ఇవ్వాలి. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సో నౌ ఐ గాట్ దిస్ ఐడియా. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద 3 రోల్స్ నౌ ఐ నీడ్. సో ఫర్ దిస్ క్లౌడ్ బేస్డ్ నాకు ఒక యాప్ కావాలి. ఐ నీడ్ ఎ యాప్ సేయింగ్ ఈ 3 యూజర్స్ ఉండాలి, ఈ కస్టమర్ ఉండాలి, డెలివరీ పార్ట్నర్ ఉండాలి, అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం రెస్టారెంట్ ఓనర్ ఉండాలి. సో రెస్టారెంట్ ఓనర్ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు పోస్ట్ హిస్ products whatever he is selling into Zomato. Then customer should able to see all the products whatever he is posting in Zomato. Then there should be a person who will communicate between the restaurant and customer to take his food and give it to the customer to his home. So this is my idea. So initially this is called requirement. This is called requirement. So coming to the development or testing. Development or testing, everything this requirement will play a key role, because మనకి ఏం కావాలో తెలియకుండా we cannot go and test it or build it, right? Yes or no? So now this requirement, technically call it as BRS, business requirement specification. ఇది ఎవరిస్తారు? బిజినెస్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ స్పెసిఫికేషన్. రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఎవరిది? జొమాటోది, రైట్? జొమాటో ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ద పర్సన్ హూ హ్యావ్ ఐడియా అబౌట్ జొమాటో. Now this requirement is being initiated by this person, then we'll call him as client. He is client. Okay, is it clear everybody? Please at least say yes or no, or at least give a thumbs up if you are clear. Right, thanks Devi. Everybody, is it clear? Aishu, Rishita, Vandana, Deepti, Kiran, Sri. Superb. Right. So now we understood what is requirement, right? So this requirement plays a major role. What is requirement? ఈ requirement లో everything. 1 minute, guys. Okay. ఈ requirement లో everything will be specified. So aim specified. There should be admin. Let us make admin as restaurant owner. ఒక restaurant owner ఉండాలి. There should be some restaurant owner. There should be some delivery partner. There should be some customer. సో నాకు ఈ మూడు, దీస్ త్రీ, ఐ నీడ్ దీస్ త్రీ. సో ఈ మూడింటిని మనం ఏమంటాము అని అంటే మాడ్యూల్స్ అంటాము. ఓకే, రెస్టారెంట్ ఓనర్ మాడ్యూల్, డెలివరీ పార్ట్నర్ మాడ్యూల్, కస్టమర్ మాడ్యూల్. సో మాడ్యూల్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ low level requirement. So entire thing is called as business requirement, right? దాన్ని BRS అంటాము. అండ్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద అప్లికేషన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ లో లెవెల్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్. వాటిని మాడ్యూల్స్ అంటాము. నౌ ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఎ మాడ్యూల్? ఐషు, isn't it clear or clear? Yeah, thanks Deepti.
Clear.
Clear. Superb. So based on these modules, based on these modules, based on these modules, so let's say this is restaurant owner module, delivery partner module, then customer module. So now we got a low level requirement module also. Now what we do, ఒక్క module లో we cannot completely test this entire module. Okay, we cannot test complete entire module. So what we do, we will divide it into user stories. We divide it into user stories. Now we will assign these user stories to developer to develop, and we'll assign the same user story to tester to test it. Developer will develop user story 1 and give it to tester. Now tester will test it. When tester approves it, then only it will be going to live. If not, no. Right? Now you got an idea what actually tester job is? Yes or no, guys? Yes, no, maybe. Super. Okay, now we are taking an application called Zomato, which has 3 modules, right? Which has 3 modules. Yeah, please Rishita, please. Yes, Rishita, you want to ask something?
No. It happened by mistake.
Okay, got it. So now this is an application. This is a software application. So to test or develop, we need to know exactly what a software application is, right? So for that we need to learn architecture of the application. Basically, how application works, how application works, how many layers it has, what is the back end, what is the front end, what is mid layer, back end ante enti, front end ante enti, so UI ante enti. So whenever we are giving something, so if in case Zomato ne chuskunam, so you are ordering something, right? You just go to some restaurant and you select an order, add to cart, then order it. But we are doing it manually on UI side, but internally how it is working, whether do we know that? No, right? Whether you are a developer or a tester, everybody who are into the software field definitely should learn about architecture of the application. Because so ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లెట్స్ ఒక బిల్డింగ్ ఉంది. సో బిల్డింగ్ కడుతున్న వాడికే బిల్డింగ్ అసలు ఎక్కడ నుండి స్టార్ట్ అవుద్ది అదేంటి అని తెలియకపోతే ఇట్ డజంట్ మీన్ ఎనీథింగ్ కదా. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? బిల్డింగ్ కడుతున్న వాడికే. సో ఇఫ్ హీ డజంట్ నో వాట్ యాక్చువల్లీ బిల్డింగ్ ఈస్, అది ఎక్కడ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ కావాలి, బేస్మెంట్ అంటే ఏంటి, స్లాబ్ అంటే ఏంటి, పిల్లర్స్ అంటే ఏంటి అని తెలియకపోతే ఇట్ డజంట్ మీన్ ఎనీథింగ్ కదా. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సో ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే every tester or every developer who is working on an application should know architecture of the application. So what is architecture of the application? Let us see to our presentation. So this is the architecture of the application. So basically before architecture of the application we should know how many types of applications are there. So types of applications are web applications, desktop applications, mobile applications. And mobile is divided into two types again, iOS and Android, right? Then right, so web, desktop and mobile, right? So these are the applications. So every application architecture is same. Okay, architecture remains same. What is the architecture? Front end, API and back end, right? Let us know the clear architecture of the application. So front end ante, let's say okay, example తీసుకుందాం. Let's say this is your bottle. Okay, this is your bottle. So ఈ bottle లో you have a cap on it, right? You can able to lose it and tight it. Treat it as front end. So this layer, the outer layer, ఈ ప్లాస్టిక్ లేయర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో it will communicate between the inside thing and cap, right? ఏంటి అని అంటే, so this is the main base, right? This is the main base to connect between this cap and water, because if you open the cap then only water will come out and you can able to drink. If not you couldn't, right? Let's treat this plastic bottle as API and the water in it is database. And okay, so let me give you more example, another very relevant example. So let's take your mobile itself. Okay, let's take your mobile. So mobile lo you could able to see screen, right? And you could able to touch and feel the screen, yes or no? But when you are storing something, you are not knowing that where you are storing. మీరు ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ చేస్తున్నారో తెలియదు, right? The storing vault is called as database. And ఈ database కి screen కి the connection unit whatever you have, దీంట్లో ఉన్న మదర్ బోర్డ్ అనుకోండి, whatever circuits, chips, ICs, everything, these are called, let's say motherboard, these are called APIs. Now you got an idea what is mean by API, DB and front end? Yes, no, maybe, or do I need to explain very clearly? Deepti, Devi, Rishita. right? So కొంచెం టెక్నికల్ గా we'll go deep into technical. So now we know what is database, what is API, and what is front end. So how it will be developed? So UI and UX, as well as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, sorry, JavaScript, TypeScript, React JS. So these are the technologies used for front end. And Java, Python, PHP, C Sharp, these are nothing but these technologies itself called as APIs. ఈ టెక్నాలజీస్ త్రూ బిల్డ్ చేసిన జార్ ఫైల్స్ ఉంటాయి, జార్ ఆర్ ఫైల్స్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్. డాట్ జావా ఫైల్ అయితే విల్ గెట్ డాట్ జార్ ఫైల్, పైథాన్ ఫైల్ అయితే విల్ గెట్ డాట్ పీవై ఫైల్, డాట్ నెట్ ఫైల్ అయితే విల్ గెట్ డాట్ నెట్. సో ఈ ఫైల్స్ అన్నింటినీ విల్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఏపీఐస్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ఏపీఐ? ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ అప్లికేషన్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ interface. The name itself says application programming interface. So in general, what is meant by interface? Interface and enti? So the thing which communicate and connect between two other things, right? The thing which communicate with two other things. The same way this API communicate with UI and DB. Next, coming to DB, SQL, let's say MS SQL, Oracle, Oracle DB, and nowadays even your cloud is also a DB. So basically, let's not discuss about cloud. It's a very, you know, deep topic. The microservices are also included in it. We'll discuss, going further. If I, start about cloud, you won't even, get what actually I'm teaching you. So DB anukunte, let's stick on to DB. 1 minute. So DB lo we have MS SQL server, Oracle server, and MySQL server. So how it works? How it works? For example, let's say this is my login page. So this is username, this is password, and login button. I'll enter my username, I'll enter my password, click login. How easy it is? Yes or no? It's looking like very easy, right? Isn't it? చాలా ఈజీ అనిపిస్తుంది. బట్ ద థింగ్ వెనకాల జరుగుతున్నది, బిహైండ్ ద సీన్స్ వి నెవర్ నో వాట్ యాక్చువల్లీ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. సో యూఐ లెవెల్లో యు ఆర్ ఎంటరింగ్ యూజర్ నేమ్, యు ఆర్ ఎంటరింగ్ పాస్వర్డ్, clicking on the login button. Now once you click on the login button, these two parameters has been taken by API. Let's say API is Java. Now this Java will communicate with DB. So this is the storage unit. So ఈ DB లో ఆల్రెడీ ఈ credentials store అయి ఉంటాయి. Now Java will go to DB and search for these credentials, whether these credentials are available in DB or not. If these credentials are available, your UI will allow you to log in. If these credentials are not there in the DB, now Java will communicate with UI saying, boss, these are not the valid credentials because I cannot find this person in my DB. Now UI will throw a pop-up to you saying invalid credentials. Invalid credentials. Is this fine? Are you able to understand what I'm exactly wanted to say? Now this Java is your interface because it is communicating between two other things, right? Two other entities. Entity one is your front end, entity two is your back end. And this is the person, he is the person who is connecting between entity one and entity two. And what kind of interface it is? It is an program interface, right? It is an programming interface because it is being developed with program. Which kind of what exactly it is trying to communicate? It is communicating in the application level, right? That is the reason why we call it as application programming interface. Is it clear, guys? Any doubts? Any doubts you have? Rishita, Devi, Deepti, Shri? Okay. Shall I go forward? Right. So now I hope you got what is mean by architecture of the application. If you can see the slide as well, the same thing is there. So HTML is your front end. The programming interfaces Java, Python, .NET, PHP are your APIs. It is the mediator between your front end and back end. Back end is nothing but your database which stores the actual data. Which stores the actual data. Now coming back to testing. So why testing is needed for an application? Because testing is needed whether this guy is working as expected or not. Whether this guy application programming interface is working as expected or not. Whether if you enter the correct username, correct password, even though he is throwing an error saying invalid credential, that means he is not working correctly, right? He's not doing his job. That is the reason why testers comes into the picture and test the application, this guy, whether he is working fine or not. But will not go and directly pitch him. We'll test in the UI level first. Okay, UI kuda correct istunda leda anedi. So we have got doubt on him, but we have to check whether this guy is also working fine or not. Yes or no? So first ithan level lo we'll check whether this guy is correctly communicating with this guy and this guy is correctly communicating with DB, right? So now coming back to your types of applications. So how many types of applications there are? Web application, desktop application, mobile application. Mobile application we have iOS and Android, right? So whoever testing web applications, these guys are called as functional testers. Whoever testing desktop applications, these guys are also called as functional testers, but desktop application testers. Desktop application testers. So desktop application testers in the sense we can also test mainframes applications, which is completely a desktop application. Mainframes application. So for mainframes also testers are required. And coming to mobile applications, we have two people, Android and iOS. So mobile testers are also available. So now what we are going to do is we'll test all these applications. As a tester should able to test any kind of application. In this course we are going to learn that. So in this course what we are going to learn that, okay, I'll come to this again. And to test web application, desktop application, mobile application, we are previously testing on the front end side, right? Only front end layer lone we are testing. But directly application ki inka front end develop galedu. Then how? I only wanted to check whether this guy is working fine or not. Only person this entity, whether he is working. Okay, I got to know that this guy is working fine, super good. UI level lo he is giving correct validations, but the fault is completely on this guy. tina dagara mottham tappundi. Now I wanted to test only this guy. Then API testers comes into the pictures. API testers comes into picture. Okay, and in this course, yes, we are going to learn web application testing, desktop application testing, mobile application testing, and API testing as well. All this testing using AI. So basic ga normal ga aithe till now, as per my knowledge, as per my understanding, the people in in the institutes, they are just calling for AI for their keyword to add it in their website. But we are AI specialists working over here as trainers, are working real time on AI. So how we are going to implement using AI as well as automation testing. We learn what is automation testing, how it works going further. But even this automation testing will also be done using AI. So you might have, get it out saying, do we need any coding knowledge for this? Yes. So that's where importance of AI comes into the picture. So before there were manual testers. Okay, manual testers used to test completely application only manually. Manual gaane they have to work. For example, they used to work on, if they are used to work on 100 test cases, they were able to, they were taking about 1 month to test. ఒక 100 టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ ని కంప్లీట్ గా టెస్ట్ చేయడానికి దే యూస్ టు టేక్ 1 month. Then automation came into picture. Now these 100 test cases are done only in 15 days because of this automation testing. 50% reduced, right? Now this is AI era, AI, trending era, artificial intelligence. So but yeah, artificial intelligence. These 15 days have been reduced to 5 days using AI. Okay. Previously, to test these 100 test cases, there were 10 manual testers. When coming to automation, there were only 7 or 6 manual testers. Sorry, automation testers. So automation testers can complete 100 test cases in 15 days. But coming to AI, using AI, only 2 people can complete it in 5 days. So now coming to this guy, he is a Zomato owner, right? Requirement. I am the person, let's say I am the Zomato owner. I'm a product owner, or else I'm a client. So I need to pay to the people, right? So నాకు 100 టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ 1 month లో ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తే 10 పీపుల్ని హైర్ చేసుకోవాల్సి వచ్చేది, రైట్? 10 పీపుల్కి 50,000 అయినా కూడా ఐ యూస్ టు స్పెండ్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ 5 lakhs, right? Now there are only 7. Coming to automation testing, నాకు 15 days లో వర్క్ అవుతుంది. 7 పీపుల్ని నాకు ఇక్కడ డేస్ రెడ్యూస్ అయినాయి. హ్యూమన్ వర్క్ ఫోర్స్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో గాట్ రెడ్యూస్డ్. 7 people in 15 days. Again, somewhere around even though I pay more to automation testers, but the days are getting reduced. I don't have to spend 5 lakhs. So as 7 people, let's say 7 people ki okarki 60,000 వేసుకున్నా కూడా, so I will get somewhere around 4 lakhs. So I got reduced 1 lakh over here, right? Now 2 people in 5 days, 5 days లో నా వర్క్ అయిపోతుంది. There are only 2 people I got hired. Let's say I'll give 1 lakh per each person, only 2 lakhs. But the time, as client never will think about money much. He only think about time. Understand this point. He always concerned about time. So these 2 persons, he is ready to pay 1 lakh each, but he is getting his application done in 5 days. And also he is reducing his, budget as well. Now, which kind of testing I choose? You just let me know. Which kind of testing I choose? Please unmute, speak, or you can type over here. AI testing, right?
AI testing.
AI testing, we are going to choose only AI testing. That is where AI is going to replace human, not replace. AI never replace human. AI reduce human. AI reduce human. So for that case, AI knowledge is also important. If you wanted to be in this 2%, definitely you need to learn AI. So now coming to coding again. So manual tester, it doesn't need any coding knowledge, but there are 10 manual testers, again reduced. Now manual testing, there is no scope of manual testing at least. Only 10% people are working in manual testing. Automation testing, yes, there are openings for automation testing. There are people, wide range of people working for automation testing, but they should be technically expert. Gone. Coming to AI testers, they only need prompting. Whom we call it as prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. What is meant by prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is nothing but writing a prompt or writing a sentence which is understandable by your AI tool. Writing a correct, appropriate, related English to your, which is understandable to your AI tool, whether it may be a chat GPT, Copilot, GitHub Copilot, Grok AI, anything you want, anything you take. ఏదైనా కానివ్వండి, మీరు ఇచ్చే ప్రాంప్ట్, ద ఇంగ్లీష్ షుడ్ బి understandable by your AI tool. So now everything, whether it may be coding or whether it may be test case, everything can be generated by these AI tools. Now we are going to learn this prompt engineering, this AI tools, AI agents. We'll discuss what is meant by AI agents going forward, how these AI agents are useful in testing, how these AI tools are useful in testing everywhere. So let me show you a demo. Let me go to my chat GPT. Okay, let me go to my chat GPT. So let's say I wanted to write a test case for login. Okay, now I'm just giving a prompt, simple prompt to AI, saying I am trying to write a test case for login functionality with positive and negative scenarios using a proper template. Write at least 10 test cases with proper test data using test designing techniques. Let's go. See, see, right? For this login functionality, I just given a requirement to ChatGPT. Now ChatGPT able to give me 10 test cases. So everything it have given. Test case ID, a unique identifier for each test case title also it's given, test description, and it is explaining about what is test case ID, what is test case title, what is test description, precondition, test data, test steps, everything. This is what the AI can do, and these test cases will take approximately half a day to write test cases for a manual tester. So everything has been written. Now convert this into a table. Got it? Test case template also it has been given to me, right? 10 test cases with proper test case template and test steps as well. If you can see, what should I do now? Nothing I can do. I'll just copy this, go to my Excel sheet, paste it. Now I got 10 test cases. I'll upload it into my Jira. Done. If a man who is doing it in, who is taking half a day to do it, AI is doing it in 10 minutes. Now people are able to think for AI or not? Everybody, right? Definitely everybody will think to use AI in their projects, and that is what which is going to happen. But does AI going to replace human? No, it gonna reduce human, but it'll never replace human. The same things. Now what we do is we'll just convert these test cases into test scripts, that also done by AI. Now I'll let you know that as well. Just convert this complete test cases to test automation test scripts using Java. So it's giving everything. See, my test case completely converted with the framework. I just need to copy this code. I need to know where should I paste it. That is the only thing we need to do now. See, everything is writing. See, test case 9 and test case 10 done. Now I just copy this code. I wanted to paste wherever I need it. That's it. And we do have some kind of AI called agentic AI, which we are going to do going further. There, I just need to write a prompt. I need not to copy and paste the code even. AI gonna do it. AI gonna recognize where to amend this code, and AI gonna put where it is needed. AI, agentic AI, the beauty of agentic AI is that agents AI agents అని ఉంటాయి. అవి ఏం చేస్తావంటే they will recognize where this code is suitable for, and they'll replace the old code with this new code, which is very optimized code, right? Now if we learn this course, what are the outcomes? In the sense, we will be in that two categories: the person who knows AI. For that, what we need to do? We need to just learn prompt engineering. That means this kind of prompt we should able to give. To give this kind of prompt, we need to know what is test case, what is actually a login functionality, what is positive and negative scenario, what is template, test case template, what is actually test, designing techniques, test designing techniques, what are test designing techniques, and what is test data. That everything we'll learn initially, then we'll use and implement it in our AI course. Same thing happens with your automation testing as well. Okay, so I can promise you in the course that you will be in that 2% if you learn seriously this course using AI, especially Gen AI. Okay, right. So do you have any questions, guys? Any questions, Rishita, Vandana, Devi, Deepti? Is it clear? Devi? Superb. So thanks for attending, guys. So that's all for today. It's already been 2 hours of time. So we'll meet again. We'll continue. So we'll meet again. Yeah. See you soon. That's all from my end. If you have any questions, you can post it over here, or you can post it in the chat. I can able to see the chat. I'll answer you there. So bye bye. See you again. So thanks for attending the session. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.